Well, a major blow to President Obama's plan to nominate a Supreme Court justice replacing Antonin Scalia. Republicans holding firm in the Senate, refusing to have any hearings or meetings with any nominee until after a new president is elected.
So the question is, who should make the decision? And my view, and I can now confidently say the view shared by virtually everybody in my conference, is that the nomination should be made by the president, the people elect, in the election that's underway right now.
So what's the next step? Peter Johnson Jr. joins us live. Peter.
Good morning, Steve. Good morning, everyone. This is unprecedented in American history. The Senate of the United States saying, we're not going to say hello, we're not going to shake hands, don't invite him and her over here to the Senate chamber, we're not going to have a hearing, we're not going to vote on it up or down, we're doing nothing with the nominee that you send over, Mr. President. Right. This has never been done before in American history, and they are taking the advice given by Joe Biden in 1992, hypothetically, that you shouldn't take up someone in an election year. Why is this happening?
Right. That's the big question. So, you know, we were talking about this shortly after Antonin Scalia died,
yes.
and, you know, suddenly the Democrats were saying, well, the Republicans aren't going to do anything. They're just the party of the no. But really, isn't this about the survival of the Republican Party?
This is about the survival of the Republican Party because the Republican establishment is so concerned that so many Republicans are angry at the party for not standing up to this president over time. And that's something that Senator Harry Reid is going to be taking up, because he says this is no longer the party of Reagan. This is no longer the party of Lincoln. This is the party of Trump. This is the party of anger. And so the Republican Party, through Mitch McConnell, is saying, we're going to take, in what our view is, a principled stand and say to this president, no mas, don't send him over here, don't send her over here. We're not going to do it because we think that you're wrong and do it. We think that it's a blunt and base political move. Democrats say Republicans have gone off the edge, that this is a constitutional issue that faces the country, and that they are thumbing their nose at the Constitution. So we're going to have angry on the right, angry on the left. It's going to play itself out in this presidential campaign. And that's what's going to be happening for the next year going forward in America.
You know, I don't know if you were watching about 25 minutes ago, we had Tony Blair on, and we asked him about, you know, how the world views our presidential campaign right now. And he said it's the same thing around the world. Everybody is angry at their government. So maybe you're right. Maybe if the senators are saying, you know, no mas, we're not going to do this right now because we hear the people and they're steamed and they want the next guy to pick.
Mitch McConnell says we have 54 senators. They're not going to vote. We have 11 members of the Judiciary Committee. They're not going to vote. They're not going to hold hearings. Is this a constitutional crisis? In some ways, it might be a constitutional crisis. It's a grave political crisis for each party. And voters are going to make a determination in the presidential election. Did the Republican Party do the right thing here? Did the Democrat Party do the right thing here with regard to this Senate nomination? Because the president will be sending a name, and the pressure will mount every day when the Republicans refuse to even shake hands or say hello.